What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Kuklano Mahota Clapback Studies, here to clap back on them studies. Yeah! So if you're about to write the NBT examination online, I'm sure you're stressing. You're like, I was stressed just like you, so I just wanted to give y'all a little hint as to what you should expect and how it went for me. NBT stands for National Benchmark Test, right? It's a test that you write for almost like an aptitude test for universities like University of Cape Town, University of Pretoria. So basically it's separated into two tests, which is AQL and MAT. So that's math and that's English basically. So exam day came and I actually wasn't stressing. Like when I woke up on the morning, 20 minutes to sharpers, I'm like, let me go log in. I log in, do a short prayer, I tandazela, get Mudimu waka, kopa untuse, please help me with this exam. 9 o'clock sharpers. I'm on my laptop there, I'm trying to get into the test. And the lockdown browser thing starts doing mshiki, bruh.
Oh my god!
It starts doing some nonsense, like it basically does an error thing. I tried to get into the paper, but it says error, ndondondoni. Oh, what? It's 2 minutes past 9 now. Like I'm supposed to start. Like everybody else that's doing online have already started basically. So I'm like, oh, what? Is it the Wi-Fi? I'm checking. I'm going to the other room, checking the Wi-Fi. I'm like, no, the Wi-Fi is fine. Everything is fine. I'm going back, and then I'm trying to reload the page, refresh. It's not working, bruh. I had to close the lockdown browser. And like, what's stupid about the lockdown browser is that you can't basically access it. So it's an app, right? The lockdown browser is an app. But you can't access the app without going through the National Benchmark Test website, basically. So I had to open Google and then go to the website and then log in for me to go to lockdown browser. And when I'm logging in, I forgot my password. Bruh, like you have no idea how frustrating it was. It was already like 7 minutes past 9. I'm like, yo, what's my password? I'm checking for my password. What the heck? Where is it? Then I had to set a new password, go to my email where they sent the new password, check for the password, go back to the website, put in the password, and then open lockdown browser. Like, yo, that was hectic. I was like legit stressing. I'm like, what if they penalize me because I'm wasting time? Like, I'm like, hopefully they understand. Like, it's not my fault. It's your website. It's your lockdown browser that caused this. Yo, I know, Shimp. I was just stressing, but I got on, and then it was like 15 minutes past 9. I'm like, yo, I got in, but luckily they basically only start your exam when you go in. Start with AQL and then you move on to math. But the AQL is split into 4 parts basically. Part 1 is just survey questions like, are you African? What's your nationality? Yeah, just basic stuff. Part 2 was basically easy, it had some reading, of course. So basically it's just 2 passages basically. So it's not that tricky, honestly, but and the reading is not a lot, but the questions that they ask can get tricky. You don't read, you are in shambles. You are in shambles because they use like big words and you need to like define what that big word means. Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I even finished like 24 minutes left basically, and the paper was an hour. So I legit had enough time to even go through everything, check all my answers, be sure of stuff, you feel me? But then you move on to part 3. How? Part 3? Hey, part 3 bafethu. So basically part 3 is the QL part, because AQL stands for academic quantitative literacy, right? So part 2 is the academic part. Part 3 is the quantitative part. So if you're thinking of quantitative, it's just basically maths lit questions, okay? Legit, it's maths lit questions where they give you a graph and then they give you a young case study. It wasn't that hard, but it got trickier as you move on, So if you're doing maths lit, like, you're lucky. You're legit lucky, because you don't have to really stress because you're used to such questions, like you've practiced it. I've never practiced such, because I'm a pure math student. But it was really tricky. I now have respect for maths lit students, because people say maths lit is easy. Guys, it's not that easy. It's not that easy. It was part 4 that got hectic. Reason why I say so is because part 4 is basically part 2, right? It's still the same thing. You still get paragraphs, so it's also academic literacy. So you still get paragraphs, you still get reading, and then some questions, and then understanding of words and phrases. It's still the same as part 2. But by the time you get to part 4, bruh, you really get tired. You really get tired. So I finished pretty early, so I had an extra 30 minutes, so I just relaxed. I made sure to eat. Yay, I ate some food. I also took a nap. Yo, buffet too. Like, if you're gonna write online NBTs, like, you have the privilege that you can take a nap, and not deep sleep, not snoring sleep. No, just like a young 20-minute nap to just lay down, to relax, because that was exhausting. And you already know that the math is gonna be hectic. So I got into the math, and hi Shem, I'm fair too. Shem, I don't want to lie to you. I predicted that it was gonna be bad. I predicted it because the trigonometry was something else. It was something else, hey? I legit left all the trigonometry questions for last, and I went through all the things that I can answer easily, of course, because some of them were pretty easy. Some of them were just functions, basic algebra, nothing hectic, so I went through, and I was left with so much trigonometry. I legit didn't know what to do. I legit took a 5-minute break to just breathe, relax, and I was like, oh wow, this trigonometry, there's just so much trigonometry. I got back, and I did my best. With the knowledge that I had, because it is general knowledge. And what I reminded myself also is that it's not about passing, basically. The NBTs, I remember reading on the website, it's not about passing. It's basically about the university seeing the level that you are at for the course that you want to take, right? So that they can see that, is this person gonna be able to cope and survive, so I believe I did my best. I tried my best. And hey man, it was something else, Don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you got to the end. I really love you and appreciate you. Hey. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.